Yo, what up, guys? It's another episode of Beyond the Meta, and this time we have another special guest. It is Christopher, and correct me if I'm wrong, not Bush. Is that how you say it?
That's right.
That's
No, it's
right.
Christopher
Awesome.
Totally Bush.
It's not Bush, it's Miller.
That was good.
Oh my god! Leave it to the guy from Kentucky to bring in some kind of alcohol reference.
Talk bad about Kentucky.
That's funny. Well, for those of you who don't know who Chris is, he's the guy that makes those awesome League sculptures. He actually made one that I'm pretty sure he got a lot of publicity last week for making one from Phantom Lord. He made that Zig sculpture for him. That's pretty epic, and it lights up. It's pretty awesome. But
That's awesome.
that's pretty much how I ended up hearing about him. But actually, I'll let him give a little intro to y'all. And so, Chris, just say a little bit about yourself, and how old you are. Anything else you would want to say to anybody.
Just pull out my FAQ here real quick.
Yeah.
Just read the list. Yeah, my name's Chris Knapbush, professional sculptor, 24 years old. I live in Colorado, so yeah.
Sweet.
I enjoy gaming and sculpting and anything in between. So
You're near Aurora, right? Colorado.
Aurora is close. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where
we
that's
don't go there,
because
though,
of that movie theater incident.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's all I
Seems
know.
to be always crazy people incidents happening here. Like my car got set on fire here, so
Oh,
Holy
jeez!
pretty crazy.
Like,
How does one set someone's car on fire?
or why would you want to set someone's car on fire?
Oh no! Well, it was just random act of violence. But I got off. It was when I first started streaming and got off stream at like 4 a.m. and like heard snap crackling and popping outside and didn't know what it was. So I went and checked it out.
It definitely wasn't the guys from Kellogg.
It was a car just completely engulfed in fire. I had no
That is
idea.
crazy.
Dude,
I didn't even know it was my car at the time, so I just went back inside.
what did the insurance do?
It was covered by my girlfriend's mom, who's a witch, and she took it off.
Dude, that's pretty awesome.
Yes.
Pretty awesome.
I'm not really sure how to
Richie
feel about
West.
that
Well,
statement.
actually, about what
Quite
what kind of
confused.
car was it?
It was a car I got for free. It was just a Saturn
Oh,
stick
okay.
shift, but it was a perfectly good car.
So you got an awesome car and a replacement.
No, I didn't get anything.
Insurance
I don't have a
job.
car. I got all right. Time to work for myself and never leave the house. So I don't need a car.
That's pretty awesome. Hey, but who needs to leave the house, right? When you have
Exactly.
video games. But
Internet, food, and water. Good to go.
so guys, there's a little incident that I had today on my way back to my house. And that is I got a speeding ticket. My very first speeding ticket. Have y'all ever gotten a ticket before?
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
That's what I used to do actually. I worked in
Live
the
in
court.
Illinois.
oh, you
get
used to
tickets
give
every
out
week
speeding
there.
tickets?
I used to deal with the tickets themselves and like warrants and stuff like that, and then I made driver's license for the state.
So you're going to have to give me a warrant then, because I ain't paying it. Just kidding.
You under arrest?
Sexy stomp skin. That's pretty funny. But guys, I want to announce a pretty awesome new section that we've got going on here today. That's a $25 RP challenge that you guys can probably notice on the screen that is in there instead of Captain's Corner. And that is it's going to be a 1v1 where we will choose a random person out of the audience. And if you, obviously, you're going to be able to play one of us in, actually not one of us, Nick, because we picked him first. He's going to be the first
I
victim.
didn't even know. Yeah.
We're going to 1v1 against Nick. And if you beat him in a best of 3, 1-on-1, typical rules, we'll get over that later. But typical
Best
rules.
of 3.
Yeah, best of 3. I changed it. And
Jesus.
you'll win $25, and me, Stomp, and Chris are gonna commentate y'all's little fun, fantastic 1v1.
Basically, you don't get to hear me cuss and say, well, shit, all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
1v1 me bro challenge.
Yeah,
But
exactly. It's the one.
Why didn't we name it that? That's why you're on our show today.
Yeah,
Okay?
Yeah.
we got. That's exactly why.
Besides being an awesome sculptor, but
No, screw that. It's
You
the
can
witty
just-
comebacks.
When I play my viewer EA Rams and then like one of my mods is on the other team, I'm like, 1v1 me, bro. 1v1 me, bro. JK, team game. And, like my team rushes in, like kills them.
We can, dude. I may think about that. I think we'll rename it 1v1 Me Bro in honor of you. But other than that, we can move straight on into Reddit, where we talk about random threads, and we'll get into interviewing Chris here in a second for those of y'all who want to know interesting stuff about him. But I got a few Reddit threads. The first one being everyone knows about this guy, or at least I feel like most people know about this guy from Texas, actually my home state. But do you hear about this guy?
Which guy?
The guy that
You know
got
the guy.
finger-
The
You know that one
Oh, the
guy.
guy with
who-
the face. Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, no.
The white guy.
I think he had a penis. I'm not sure.
No, he.
I can't verify personally. Ed may know. I don't.
all right. Yeah.
I got distracted because Jamie's laptop like it just slowly crept into. I was
Where-
waiting on her.
can
to
you see it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. She
Oh.
was just like,
He's going to jail because
No,
he
it's
told a kid on League after he beat him or after he lost in League.
oh,
got on
that
his-
guy,
got
the
on
guy
his
that wanted
face.
to like go shoot the school up or whatever.
Yeah, he said,
What a fucking-
let me get this quote right. I'm effed in the head, all right. I think I'm a shoot up a kindergarten and watch the blood of the innocent down. That was
Oh my!
he posted that on some Facebook.
Those are the people that we play League of Legends with.
I know that's our community. I'll
Welcome
post.
to the subreddit. Woo.
Y'all can see what this guy
Yeah.
looks like.
No joke.
There's
You gotta really ask yourself though:
this
is he
thing.
being just a typical internet troll?
No,
or
he was.
he being serious?
no. You
Oh,
definitely,
yeah,
I
absolutely
definitely
was.
do not deny the fact that he was, or he definitely wasn't going to go shoot up a kindergarten. I doubt the guy even owns a gun. But
Well, I think one of the things they're trying to prosecute him with is because he lived in such proximity to a school.
oh really?
Yeah.
There's schools everywhere. It's like hard not to.
Yeah,
live
I'm
in
Yeah,
proximity
exactly.
of
It's
school.
like I'm gonna go and rob
There's
a
a
bank.
school 5 miles
Your
down the
bank's-
road. He was totally gonna
But-
do it.
yeah,
This is all
exactly.
planned.
But
But,
this
like-
was like shortly after the
was
one like
4
real
months.
serious.
Yeah, this was 4 months ago. I think it was
Okay.
probably around another.
Well, that was an actual school shooting,
Sandy
right? And that-
Hook.
yeah.
Sandy Hook. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
not long after.
They
So
all
some
have-
like internet stalking Facebook or something. She's like, I live in Canada, but I still see you talking shit.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think that's the biggest problem with this situation is that someone reported him. The lady was from Canada.
Mhm.
Like she wasn't even near the guy, and she reported him, and somehow the Austin police still deemed it as a legitimate threat. Apparently, he said "lol," "lol," and "jk," after his little Facebook post. But
didn't say Kappa though, so
yeah, yeah, therefore,
There was no Kappa, so
therefore
it
it's
should
still serious. Still serious. But yeah. So
Hey, it's-
he's looking up to 10 years in prison for this.
That's sad.
And his trial is supposed to be in a few days, but the reason that it's being brought up again is because his trial's in a few days, but the prosecution will probably not be ready until a month from now. But an anonymous person posted his bail for $500,000. I wonder who that was. I wonder if Riot bailed him.
No, they
No.
probably tribunal ban him. They're probably like, oh yeah, you're in jail. You getting a tribunal ban too? Ah,
He comes
gotcha.
home. He's like, God, I just want to play League. I'm muting everything. And he comes home. It's like, oh, I'm fucking banned.
But who has $500,000 to just spend on this guy to random bail? It was an anonymous bail.
Random Saudi
Bill
prince.
Gates,
Why would Bill
Nigerian
Gates-
Prince.
Yeah, okay.
probably another person that sympathizes with him because he rages all the time
That's
on
true.
League.
He's probably a league rager. He's probably some NBA player that plays league, and he's like, "Dude, I rage all the time."
Dude, it could be a well.
It clearly was LeBron James.
Absolutely. EGN Control, actually, he plays StarCraft too. I don't know. You guys know?
Who?
Okay, Chris knows. Anyway, he got paid by a prince of Saudi, like a Saudi prince, to come and teach him how to play StarCraft 2.
What,
That's a true story.
dude?
That's
I
awesome.
made
So
a
he-
sculpture for him.
Did you? He's such
Yeah.
a Jeff's such a. I mean, I've only
Wait, who?
communicated
The
via
StarCraft
tweet.
guy or the
Yeah.
Saudian prince?
Good old
I mean-
Geoff.
Oh,
Or
you-
Jeff.
Geoff.
You did
Big Seahawks fan.
You did
Good
make a
dude.
sculpture for a Saudi prince.
No, Saudi
yet.
princes.
It's on the to-do list. He has it checked off.
Yeah,
I guarantee if you get contacted by the Saudi prince, they're like, "I'm not waiting 7 months. I'm shipping you over here right now, and you're gonna
Yeah,
make
like
it for
literally,
me."
they paid In Control to fly over there. Like they flew him over there and just like gave him food and whatever. Yeah,
Oh, In Control? Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's
I
shit.
wonder if he had like a what's it called, a harem or whatever, just like like,
One
oh,
of those, like,
thank you for your Star Trek 6 pool skills. You know, women for days.
There's many virgin for you.
oh my goodness.
You know that.
It's
You know
awful.
it's true. No, it's
Oh, yeah.
true.
I mean, life is a whole different world, obviously, over there.
Yeah. And they're-
Women are objects. The way
Yeah.
it should be, America. Woo!
big
What's
ass-
funny is
big
that's
ass
a really
buildings.
common belief held where we live. So,
Yeah.
You're in
We live in
Kentucky,
southeastern Kentucky, so it's
America.
like,
Woo!
woo!
I own you, woman. Kitchen, clean, laundry.
No, I want to go back to the original topic. The 10 years or whatever. I've seen child rapists get out on 8 years. Like, that don't make no damn sense.
How many times have you guys ever been in like a League of Legends match and you're like, man, I want this guy to stub his toe. I hate him. I want him to go to jail.
No, I agree. Well, I mean, what do we do? Do we do the Korean thing? Do we have to have a social security number to play games?
I thought
like-
Koreans like cut off their hand or something. I don't know.
No.
Want to play League?
Well,
I want
Yeah,
one
to
more
play
hour.
online.
I want one more hour.
Like-
to go with the publicity on the 10-year jail thing, though, they always publicize the maximum sentence, which no one ever
Yeah,
gets the maximum
yeah,
sentence.
true.
So like, he'll probably get off with like nothing but a slap on his wrist, or like maybe like a little bit of county jail time, which is nothing. Like my brother
Well,
went to prison he had a sentence of 5 years, and he was only in there for a year and a half. So
No, I agree, but it sets a bad precedence, in my opinion.
It also is kind of like a
Precedent.
well, it's also kind of like a don't do this. Like you can, this is a legitimate sentence. Like you could face up to 10 years. Not necessarily saying that you will, but it's just saying that stop being dumbasses on the internet because we can find you and give you 10 years of prison. Which, I mean, obviously this won't fix the internet, but
Well, not
I
to
mean-
drag it out even more because this topic's kind of blah. But what do you think Riot thinks about like the image that it's going to portray on League of Legends? Like, Riot's all like, "Oh, we got to get this NFL guy, NFL Viking kicker in here. We got to get this Utah Jazz player in here. We want everybody
Hey.
to be like, I
Chris
love League of
Bluey is
Legends."
awesome.
I mean, I like those guys. I liked all those videos and the behind the scenes stuff that they did. But I'm just saying, like, I wonder what Redbeard and everybody at Riot's like. Shit.
like,
gotta-
this
we
is
gotta,
bad
like-
publicity.
Yeah, this is really bad. We don't want to like have some person, some Charles Manson. Not saying he is, but that's how they're portraying him, like he's Charles Manson.
Like he's
of the
legit
League of
gonna
Legends
go
world.
shoot a kindergarten.
Yeah, like I wonder if they're like we got maybe it was them that actually posted the bill because they were trying to like do something. Who knows? But I just don't know how they're going to handle it. Like to shove it under the rug. I guess.
I think they're handling it as good as they possibly can, to be honest with you.
yeah,
Just
they
not
can't really
doing
take
anything.
ownership of all their viewers, or not their viewers, but their players, because anyone can play for free. So
Well, I mean, it's like WoW. Like, plenty of people have died playing WoW and never gave them bad publicity.
or the whole there's the locally known bad publicity that people have no idea about gaming, like my aunt and uncle. They're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, World of Warcraft, my girlfriend's son played that game and like threw away his whole life. So there's always that,
Yeah, the
so then
typical-
everyone who doesn't know about it just has this mentality that it just ruins your life if you play it. So
It's really bad here too. Like a long time ago, EverQuest, like some kid killed himself over like losing his account, or he died in EverQuest and lost all of his gear, and he killed himself, and it was like a national thing.
I remember
I
that.
told my dad I was playing this computer game called Diablo, and like it was like, what? You're playing a computer game?
You know what
No!
Diablo means? Do you
out,
know what
throw it
Diablo
out.
means?
I was like, oh my god,
You're playing the devil. That's
Back
pretty
up off
funny.
me. It was
No,
terrible.
yeah, I know. It's weird seeing the difference. Like, actually, that's funny because it's funny that this gets brought up because I was downstairs and my mom came out and she was like, you better not be giving your name out to these people.
I love how his mind like turned into serious. Like,
No, I was like, that was
What are you
my
guys
that was my
doing?
impression.
hey,
You, what are you doing on the
honey,
internet?
honey, just don't tell him your name.
Hey, wait, no. Shh.
But Mom, they got my social security number and credit card information.
It's like,
You told me it was
hey,
cool.
if you're Phantom Lord, you might be a little afraid because all of his information got leaked.
Yeah, he got dogs.
And bad things happen.
So-
Bad things. Yeah,
But he
like
can sell his Logitech
he,
headset for
he probably had
$100,000,
pizza
so-
deliveries for a week.
Like, luckily, it had happened to somebody else before him. And what was it? Was it Swifty? I think it was his name. StarCraft
Yeah.
guy.
yeah.
Happened to Swifty, so he knew to like video it because people would try to call him out. And it was bad.
Well, Swifty messed up because he went like with the 24. I love Swifty. I'm subscribed to him for
Yeah.
years, but he like went 24/7 webcams all in his house, no privacy. Have no idea like what's going on with that. But so people were just dumping pizzas at his door, like, "Oh, this is cool. I'm gonna spend $50 on pizza." Huh?
Just so you can say, well, thanks. See you later.
Sorry, I'm not going to buy it.
Feel
I think-
free to send me pizzas all day long.
I think
because
Phantom
don't
Lord
eat them.
actually bought the pizzas, though.
I like
Yeah, I mean you have to pay.
he
for
bought
them,
like
but-
3 of them or something.
Yeah. It also depends too. Like, so say someone's really popular streamer, and they keep their address and information secret their whole streaming career, and all of a sudden it gets leaked. Then people feel like they need to take advantage of it. Whereas
That's-
if when he had it available from the start, it would have been less likely to happen. I think. So
That's a pretty good way of looking at it, actually. Yeah.
that's
Sorry,
my
guys.
opinion. I mean, all my info is available too. So.
I totally fat fingered the chat clear button. That's my bad.
At your house at 3:00.
I take full responsibility. But moving on to the next Reddit thread I wanted to talk about was, have you all seen the new? Because we promised, I forgot who it was, but we promised somebody that we'd talk about the new Rengar rework that they're Terabuma, in the works. So I sent y'all the article earlier. Have y'all had a chance to kind of look over it and see what y'all think?
I read
I've
it.
actually
I
not
just
seen it at all.
I think that I would actually like I can talk about it and say, well, this looks good here. I don't know about the bone tooth necklace becoming a trinket. I think that's a little strong.
That's
That is
awesome.
really strong.
No, yeah, like it's gonna be really strong. But
It costs
How
zero
is that
gold,
fair
too.
at all?
It costs zero
exactly what I'm
gold.
saying. He gets 7 items.
How
I
is
don't
that
get it.
fair
Anyway.
at all?
I just think that I say a lot.
Uh,
I think I'd have to see it meld with every other champ, and it's hard to envision that without actually seeing it. You know,
I understand. I know what you're saying.
like I can do
But,
talking points on it, but
Yeah, once we get a video of, and being able to compare against other champions, that be
I mean, Rengar
better
as is right
advantage.
now is just extremely snowbally. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't seem like he will be much different with the change. It seems like he's just going to be the same champion with different,
with E as a skill shot.
right, with slightly different
Yeah.
abilities. But I don't know.
It's probably shifted towards putting his item in the trinket slot,
Mhm.
and then they'll probably like rework Victor and put his item in the trinket slot, and then who else has an item? Just those two, I guess.
Yeah,
They'll probably
Victor
introduce
and
champions with
Rengar.
more items. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz looks really cool on a side note. I don't know if you guys
He
seen
looks
any
neat. Yeah, I want to like actually play with him. I'm gonna get on PBE later and play on him.
Vel'Koz sculpture. Go, go, go.
We've talked about Vel'Koz and what my opinion are on his character design. I don't think Riot did a good job for a non-humanoid like monster character because I'm
That's
really
pretty
big
cliche.
into monsters. I think it's just too simple. Like to me, it looks like a minion of the Void. It doesn't really look like a champion from the Void. You know what I'm saying?
I think
That's
someone was
fair.
breaking
Yeah.
and playing StarCraft 2, and they're like, dude,
Yeah.
I want to avoid Rain League.
I was just
I
gonna
love
say
Void
that.
Rays.
I was like, the way I look at it is it's the cross between Void Ray and those things from the Matrix. The floating
So-
like kill your ship
love the
thing.
Matrix.
So yeah,
Dude,
Yeah.
those are scary, man. Let's be real. If we saw those in real life,
yeah.
Get
I
out
mean,
of here.
it's not that I'm like, I don't think it's ugly of a character design. I just think Riot could have done a lot better.
they could have
with-
did it better. Yeah.
because they have so many humanoid characters, and I think that's where they kind of specialize in their like human type characters. But they did the one monster character, and just I don't know, they could have done.
It's
so
been
much
the
better
first
things with
monster
it.
character in a while.
Yep.
They've been
I'm trying to
holding
think.
back. They've
I
been
can't
I
even
mean,
think.
would you consider Kha'Zix humanoid?
I was just gonna say, well, Kha'Zix technically is
Xenomorph.
the next, or is the last monster character, but he's still even a little humanoid because
Yeah.
2 arms, 2 legs,
And
a
he
face,
and he,
and
like,
a torso, and he
Cho'Gath.
talks. Yeah,
Trying to think.
Cho'Gath. Yeah, see exactly like the 2 creatures from the void that I think of are Kog'Maw and Cho'Gath, and they look
I like
really
Cog
good.
pretty well. Yeah.
Even though Cho'Gath is a complete ripoff of Spawn, but
No, it's fun.
Still looks
definitely
good.
not. Definitely.
yeah,
I've never seen that character made before.
yeah.
Like I've never seen Ash before in a video game either.
No, not
To be
Sylvanas
honest,
or
I
Ash.
think they almost played towards the Battlecast skin on Vel'Koz, like specifically as the default skin, just to fit that blueprint for Victor and like that whole scheme of the Battlecast, like Urgot, Cho'Gath, and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was
So-
kind of weird. They have like lore for a specific skin,
Mm-hmm.
which
I-
I think that's still the first time they've done that, isn't it?
It's I don't remember if they've ever done that before with lore
Other than a legendary skin.
other than the
But-
legendary.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's almost like the sales department got with the art department and were like, what can we do here?
But
Well,
I
didn't
guess
they do that with the Warwick skin too? The Earth skin?
but the Earth skin
Earth
was
like
April
4
Fool's
RC or
joke.
something. Yeah.
No, the Warwick, whatever it's called.
Earth Rider Warwick
Earthwick.
or Earthwick. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was an
Earth-
April Fool's thing.
Oh, I thought it was
It-
like legit.
No, that skin was like free for whoever played that day. Like,
No, yeah, no, I know, but didn't they have lore attached that he killed Earth and then he?
Yeah,
like,
they had some big like event.
I didn't know if that
thing
was-
on their page.
I'm gonna do this canon or not.
Uh,
Joke that I ran into was the when Lee Sin was coming out and the screen was all blurry and his like ultimate kicked you into the
Yeah.
fountain of the enemy, and like I was pretty new to the League scene. Like I wasn't new to League, but I was pretty bad at it, and that actually tricked me. So I was fooled by their April Fool's joke. So
That character looks OP. Why would they?
yeah, I
use
was
that?
like, wow, man, someone's just gonna come up with some sort of add-on so you can make the screen unblurry, and then it's gonna be OP.
But before we move on to another topic, I just want y'all to know that I will be doing a random Twitch dice. We'll be giving away some Riot points here, and I will also be doing a random Twitch dice for the person who will do the 1v1. Make sure you favorite our channel because you're not going to be able to play unless you have our channel favorited. But other than that, I mean, actually, I'll put the first digits of one of the Riot points cards. We'll do the fun little digit game where you have to guess you have to piece everything together. So there's the first digits. But moving on, did y'all see the new Gambit that played today? I know we usually kind of don't talk much about EULCS, but 4 of the 5 Gambit players were gone today. And I know this is kind of esports, but this is kind of Reddit too. What do you
I
guys?
guess 3 of them. 3 of them had problems with their visa.
Yeah.
Like being Russian and getting a visa, it's like terribly or like a terrible process or something.
Mhm.
not to
And
mention the Olympics right now.
yeah, and
So-
the Olympics. So I can only imagine that pretty much impeded most of them. And Edward lives in a separate. I'm sorry, my cat loves me. Edward lives in what is it? I don't remember where, but he doesn't live specifically in Russia, but it's still Russia. And it's easier for him to get a visa.
Diamond was just sick, wasn't he? Or something like that?
No, his visa. Yeah,
Oh,
because I had to go and actually look on the Gambit website.
I didn't actually see the game. Did they do well with the
No,
the
they
B team? Or
they
no?
got pretty badly
Well,
wrecked.
they played against the number 1 E
They played
team,
against
so-
Rockhat, so they got pretty badly wrecked, to be honest.
But I
Oh,
mean, it's
and-
expected.
Which is
Ginja is going to Ginja missed because his English doesn't allow him to play an international roster. That's the thing.
what?
What?
That's what it says, man.
He
Is
speaks
English-
too good English.
Oh, it's not.
It's not good enough.
He doesn't speak
Or
it well.
He
enough,
doesn't.
yeah.
He can't speak it.
Well, since
So
his
that's
level-
part of the working visa, I guess. If you
you have to be able
No.
to speak.
Let me reread. We decided that whatever his name, Evgeny Ginja Andrushin, is going to miss this stage as well, since his level of English doesn't allow him to play in the international roster. Therefore, this week's our roster will consist of only one Gambit core player. Since Edward is the only one representing our core roster, he was in charge of picking 4 substitutes.
all ninjas in pajamas.
Looks that way. Besides Fury 3, and apparently he played with him because I think Ed told me that he played with him in solo queue a bunch.
I think one of the commentators called it Gambit in pajamas.
Yeah.
Actually, today, which I mean, it's pretty much.
I
Wait,
can't
Zoro
stand
Zero.
the LCS just because the Fascio, like, he kills me.
You don't like
Dude, when he
Deficio?
dropped the F-bomb, it was amazing.
Wait, Deficio did? I've
Yeah.
heard they always drop the F bomb at least once.
No, like
stream. Somebody.
Joe Miller was like, you get one, then you get fired. It was hysterical.
Oh, wow.
Dude, that's pretty crazy.
Anybody know the whole story behind I don't know, it kind of just went over my head, but the whole Team EG coming to, the roster and NA. Did they have like an explanation for that
Why
at all?
EG came to NA?
Yeah.
Well, EG
think-
and Alliance are the brother-sister
Yeah,
companies.
they're owned by the same guy, as far as I know.
I think.
Snoop
Well, I
Right.
think the reason that they did it was because I think the quality of living is better in North America, arguably. You can get more money potentially, and I think they also probably had a little elitism, being like, "Oh, we're from you, we can come to NA and kick some butt," which obviously didn't end up happening. But
yeah.
I mean,
It's almost on the terms of how LMQ came from China. Like, they were like a power team, and they were like, oh, we can go in the Coke League and then just join the NALCS because that's how the visas work.
Mhm.
Then Froggen and Wicked wanted to make like a god team, and they felt that the other three wasn't as good as them, I guess. But they were all friends, so they tried to do it in like a friendly. They wanted to like break it on good terms, basically, which never works out. But
Yeah.
so Snoop Dogg wanted to go to America since the last World Finals. He was all about like going to the Staples Center and playing and all that stuff. So that they bought out a slot. They bought out team, the one that had Maple Street on it.
Velocity.
Velocity. They purchased their spot because there's all kinds of shady ass information and plot
Yeah.
twists that you can do apparently on an LCS team. So you can just buy it out if they're up for relegation. I don't know how that works, but and
Which is funny because in NA, like, just because the EG did it, nobody really said anything in NA. But what was it, NIP or Lemon Dogs are going to sell theirs, and everybody threw a shit fit.
yeah, they end up getting like DQ'd from EU LCS and have
I
to.
don't even understand that.
Yeah, that was pretty shady. But
To go on, yeah, what you guys say, I don't think it's that. I think that EG is such a bigger brand in America than it is in EU. I mean, I know it's still a pretty big brand in the EU, but I think that they said, well, Snoop A, you're marketable, Crepo, you're marketable, and you need an AD carry, so Yellow Pete go on over there. And they said, hopefully you guys get in, and when you get in, do your best, but we just want to get our name out there.
Yeah.
Because,
was
I
it
mean,
EG, like the StarCraft?
Yeah, EG is StarCraft, and
And,
Alliance is Dota.
Did they do Dota? Do they do Dota?
Alliance is Dota. I don't know
Oh,
about
okay.
EG.
All right.
Because
Yeah,
it was
'cause-
Alliance and then Navi played against each other for a while, and that Taiwan team, I can't think of their name.
Are you a big StarCraft guy, Chris?
Yeah, I actually only sculpted StarCraft when I first started sculpting.
Playing
so-
at Brood War though.
Yeah, and when I started doing what I was doing, that was when StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty beta was out. I played the heck out of that. So when it came out, and then I followed the pro scene in StarCraft 2, and because I knew Team Liquid, that's where I used to post on Team Liquid's forums
Yeah.
all the time,
Mhm.
and I know they have StarCraft 2 teams and Dota teams, so usually
Yeah.
those two go hand in hand. So that's why it was kind of weird to see that EG was has a league and StarCraft teams. So I think they're more playing at the business side of things,
Oh, yeah,
like EG
absolutely.
does. So
EG
who's
just
your
has a
favorite
good,
StarCraft pro?
A good corporation. Oh, you're good.
Who's your favorite StarCraft pro? And if it's anybody,
probably EG in Control or
okay,
Huck.
I like In Control. But I like
good.
Huck. I'm gonna go with Jadon because Jadon. Okay, that's all I
Yeah.
gotta say. The original Dongers.
Yeah, I don't really have any strong opinions as far as who's my favorite. I just enjoy watching.
You just like EG.
pro
Dude, I do too.
play. I like EG in Control mostly just for not for his play, but for his personality. So
StarCraft's so hard. Like, you have to give your hat off to anybody that's really good at StarCraft. It's an incredibly difficult game for sure.
It's very mechanically demanding.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Nick, you're going to be playing against another guy named Nick.
Oh,
It's our one
be
true,
one
our one true
challenge.
Lord, Nick
You're
Cage.
playing. You're playing against Nick Cage It's Nick Cage. That is your 1v1 opponent.
Best
There's
actor
actually, hold
ever.
on.
That is pretty
This
awesome.
is my favorite one. True. This is my favorite subreddit. I'm gonna link it in chat, but it is amazing. I'll send it to you guys on Skype too.
That's his name. Oh, also, before we forget, I will need to add you, Chris, so that add me on League if you're not already on. My name is just Ed, just EDD. Go ahead and add me. But moving on again, the new highest LCS creep score record was posted today in the EU LCS, actually by Forgiven.
It was like 670 something.
Yeah, 658 creeps in
That's crazy.
56 minutes and 6 seconds.
Dude, I don't think that, like, if you compile all the bronze games, like, I don't think that's half as much as what they get. But you know what I'm saying? They don't get that much.
They barely even get 100.
As we used to see by Captain's Corner, 79 CS
And
at
bronze
30
games don't
minutes.
see that much.
That's funny.
And then rushing a Catalyst at 35 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Good stuff.
delayed.
The Annie Catalyst.
You got to remember the delayed catalyst strat.
Good stuff, good stuff. Not diss on any bronze players, I just diss on Zach.
I kind of want to probe Chris for a minute because
Okay.
I remember
I don't think we
it's
can put
been
nudity on
many yeah, we can't do that, but it's been many moons ago since I've seen your stream for the first time, and you were sculpting Scion, and I kind of just wanted to ask a general question, obviously, but when and what made you decide to start doing that?
To do Scion or to do
Just sculpting in general. Like it just seemed that you had such a calm, collected. Like I watched forever, and you just nonchalant. Like I didn't see any like plans that you were following specifically. I didn't know if you were like just going off a picture offline or like what the case may be. Like is it like the prep to that? Is it all just off the top of the dome or what?
Yeah, I mean most of it's kind of deal with issues as you go, and I do have like kind of a procedure that I follow with every project that I do, with like slight adjustments depending on the character. But yeah, like you're asking what made me want to sculpt? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
I mean, like I assume you were an artist, like in school.
Yeah,
and then-
yeah. It was actually in high school that I discovered that I liked sculpting in particular. So like I think I ended up graduating high school with like 32 art classes, like total throughout my high school. So either
awesome.
like make them up for me. I was never like really big into the 3-dimensional stuff. It was always like 2-dimensional, like painting and drawing and all that stuff. And it wasn't until after high school and after my 2 years of college, because I went to school for industrial design, and then decided I didn't want to do that. So then I was like pretty much just kind of floating around doing nothing. Was like working at Target, and then decided that I really wanted to sculpt for some reason. Just right when StarCraft 2 beta first started, like I was saying, and I decided I wanted to sculpt the Hydralisk. And then at the time, I had a eBay store where I painted Warhammer figures and resold them, just as a way to make some side cash. Figured I didn't play the game, but I knew it was a pretty good, like, pretty easy way to make some easy money. So especially if you're good at painting. So I just threw the Hydralisk up on the store when it was done, because it was just kind of sitting there, and I was like, all right, well, what should I do with this? And then when it sold, my first one sold for $50, and it sold the first night I posted it. And I was like, oh man, holy crap. I just made more money off of that one than I did with like 3 sets of Warhammer figures that took me like really long to paint. So then I just kept going with it.
So
Jumped on the bandwagon.
You did start painting like the Warhammer figures first. That's how you got good at painting them.
Yeah, I mean, that's not how I get good at painting. I was good at painting before I started doing it. I just came up with the idea because I was good at painting, and I knew that people are willing to buy painted sets of Warhammer stuff. So, because like I never played Warhammer, but I had friends that played Warhammer, and they always had me paint their armies for them. So
That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
so yeah,
your
I already
stuff
had
is
the
like-
store set up and the tools were there, and it was just kind of following the opportunity as it came across. So
when exactly did you switch to
sculpting full? It was
yeah,
pretty much
full-time.
after that. After, well, after that Hydralisk, I sculpted a Roach from StarCraft 2, and that was even better than Hydralisk. And I doubled the price on eBay, posted it up there, sold the night I posted it again. So that was pretty much indefinite. That I was like, wow, this is a real good niche that I found. So let's keep going with it.
So how many? I mean, obviously, to make it into a career, you have to make legitimate money off of it. How long does it take you, average, to make one sculpt for somebody?
50 to 70 hours usually.
God.
Work. So
That is a lot.
usually do that in a week. Well, now but back when I was doing like a day job and then doing this when I got home, it was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on the project. So,
But now, like, you stream it. I think you have a partnership, yeah? Or
Yep.
So now you get to, like, I guess, make money streaming and then
compounding,
selling.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
awesome.
So stream my work, which I'm making money on, and then I'm the stream. I have subscribers and people that watch the ads and stuff like that. So
That's too cool.
donators. So
But you're not making more money from Twitch than you are modeling, obviously.
wow.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
that could be arguable because if you consider donation money part of Twitch,
Yeah, I guess
then
donation money
it
is
could.
a big
It's
deal.
then if you look at it that way, it's like 50-50. So
Yeah.
half my income from the stream, half my income from the actual project.
And you got a doggy back there, so
That's pretty
it's all
awesome.
good.
Yeah. Hey, Sadie,
Hey, Doug.
can you stop doing that, please?
Oh, she's okay.
No, she's fine.
Hey, we can interview her. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, roar, roar.
She does talk.
How do you like League, Sadie?
Yeah.
Daxter's is my favorite champion.
I play Riven because all I have to do is spam the space bar and do really well.
So I know this is probably a really
Not wrong.
complicated process, but if you could explain from start to finish the process of that you model.
Yeah.
Just do it. Let's say if you're going to do it in like 2 minutes, how are you going to explain it? Or
You
less?
can do the too long didn't read version if you want to,
Yeah,
and then
or
go to
the
explain
TLD.
it, or just however you want to do it.
Yeah.
No, I can explain it. So pretty much, you got to think of when you're building a character, you're building it as if God's building a human. You start with the bones, so you make your wire frame. That's your bones. You secure that to the wooden base, so that way you can work on it without having to touch it, just by screwing the frame down to the base. Bulk it up with tinfoil. Actually, here I got a project that's kind of in the middle of being going here. Bulk it up with tinfoil. So if you don't know what this is a Malzahar, or going to be a Malzahar Voidling. Bulk up the tinfoil. There's a wireframe throughout this whole thing. And then the next phase is adding the clay. And then pretty much it's just adding clay and removing clay until it looks right. Once that's done, paint it. Once paint's done, add any non-paint materials. So lights, all that fun stuff. And then you end up with the finished product.
So you don't bake it at all?
You do bake it.
Oh, you
yes.
do bake it. Okay.
But depending on the project, you end up baking it once or you end up baking it like 5 times. So, because the clay I use, you can do like a small part, bake it, add more clay. So you don't have to worry about like messing up all your old detail that you did on that other part. So,
That's cool. Man.
So what does baking like? To just like solidify the
yeah, it's a polymer clay, meaning that it'll stay malleable until it's heated, and once it's heated, chemical reaction happens and it turns into plastic. So,
Wow.
so like I just bought this thing that looks like a hair dryer, but it's actually a heat gun. This thing puts out 1,000 degrees out the end of it. So,
Pretty legit.
I've been getting
That's
around
pretty
the whole
terrifying.
baking by
a
just
handheld
finishing
brand.
I finish up a part and then I'm just like hit it with this thing and then it's baked pretty much.
Wow.
And then I don't have to heat up the oven, put it in, wait for it to cool down, out.
So now you don't even bake it like in an oven, you just use that gun?
No, I do. I'll bake the whole thing in the oven, but
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have to take as many stops or breaks, I guess you could say, to finish up. Like if I finish a real detailed arm, I don't have to bake the whole thing to make sure I'm not going to ruin it when I'm working on the other arm, or
Did you have to get a separate oven for that, or can you just use your ordinary oven at home?
No, you can just use an ordinary oven. As long as you don't burn it, you'll be fine.
Awesome. That's pretty sweet.
Do you get approached by a lot of like big wig people? Like, you know, you made a sculpture for Phantom Lord and that's StarCraft player.
It's like an every once in a while thing, because like I've been getting approached by a couple of the bigwig people. The thing is, though, bigwig people have bigwig mentalities that they get everything for free. And
For free,
for
cheap.
free. But it doesn't work that way. So, like, why am I going to do a project for someone that's bigwig when I got this guy paying me full price? You know, so it's a hard balance, because of course they're like, well, we'll advertise for you and stuff like that. But it's that as my stream gets more popular, starts to become less and less value. So, I mean, it's always cool. Like, EG and Control is probably one of the EG and Control family are really good to work with. So, like, EG and Control had, like, he was okay with paying, like, full price and still giving me, like, he still gives me shout outs all the time. And I did his project, like, forever ago. So, it's really awesome.
Has anyone from Riot ever, like, approached you? Like,
yeah,
hey.
I've had a couple of writers that have sparked an interest in getting something made. Nothing set in stone, though. So,
well, they make a lot of those, like, you know, things for live events, and that whatever carnival it was that they were taking around with all the live sculptures and stuff. I didn't know.
Yeah, nothing ever official yet, but like I think the writers that have contacted me were just for like a personal project, something that they could take home and keep. So
they walk into the office. Look what I got.
Yeah, you think that's cool? Look at this. Yeah.
Awesome little Riot sculpture.
I don't know. It's really hard to gauge what I guess like Riot's as a company's opinion on what I do is, or I'm pretty sure they know I exist, but it was always hard to gauge, because like back when they were doing that Summoner showcase, like they showed my first League character, which was like 3 years ago that I sculpted it, and that was Kassadin, and I had all these other really cool ones that they just didn't post up there, and I don't know if that was because maybe they thought they were too professional looking and they want to discourage others to, you know, enter, or I don't know. We theory crafted why they weren't showcasing my work after the first one, and
Lucasar's like, this guy's too good.
Yeah, I think maybe
unfair advantage.
It could be like I think it was Nikasar that had like a lot of say on what entered or what got put in, so yeah, that could be it too.
She just hated you. Did she
I don't think she hated me. I think she
and you
just
said no,
like,
or something?
No, there was no rivalry or anything. But all I know is I usually hated on the showcase quite a bit, because especially when they started doing just real, like, you know, I'm pretty big into being a professional critic on other people's artwork too. You know, I'm not like an ass or anything. I just like when somebody says this is going to be artwork, that it is actually artwork. And the Summer Showcase got to the point where they were showing just people talking, and it's like, what the hell?
I know
like,
what you mean.
That's not art. Like, come on.
You kind of have to be an ass though when you're a critic. So there's no
True. Yeah, I try to do it the best way I can. I usually do constructive criticism.
There you go.
So, but like the Summer Showcase got to the point where it was showing like people's dogs with paper taped to their face, and made them look like Blitzcrank. You know, it was like it was kind of like almost insulting to people that were and you know, I took it insulting anyways.
Or people that tried really hard to
doing
try to be
art.
on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like there was plenty. Like I always look at like DeviantArt and any art forums, like the League of Legends art forum and stuff, fan art forum. And there's tons of really good like illustrators and, you know, painters and all kinds of good stuff out there. That's the stuff they should be showing, not the, you know, the thing that some guy did 5 minutes before he posted it, you know. So.
Yeah, exactly. The Cogma from Crayon.
I think it's pretty awesome how you like found your niche that you were saying, and it's almost like you were just straight hustling. Like you found something that people wanted, and it's very, very unique and rare. You know, like there's not many
Well, they're
people.
one of a kind sculptures.
Yeah, just a one of a kind thing. Like you're in the heat of the moment and you got it. I think that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. Let's see. So, other than StarCraft and League, what else do you play?
Lately I've been playing Hearthstone. just started playing Hearthstone. I played some Titanfall a little bit. That game was pretty fun. Rust. Played Rust. Most people wouldn't guess that I played Rust, but I'm pretty hardcore
Dude,
Rust
is
player.
Dude, we play Rust too.
fun.
You can, we'll all make a server or something.
Yeah, I love
It's
running around and
best.
shooting people and taking their stuff. Yeah, it's the
It's
best.
hilarious.
But
I just love shooting people.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
just shooting people and the ability that they
Wait, be
have
careful what
to
you say. You
plead
might
for
get
their
10 years in
lives.
prison.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
know,
10
right?
years right now.
Be
They're
careful.
Are we in the
actually
school
knocking on my
zone?
doors.
Yeah, we're not in the school.
Dude,
zone.
I'm not far from a school. Oh crap!
Oh boy.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
But let's see. I really haven't played that much StarCraft 2. Like after Wings of Liberty, I don't ladder really much anymore. I just kind of played the campaign and I'm spectator now, but so I don't really play much StarCraft 2. Chivalry is probably what I consider my main game, so I'm pretty if Chivalry had an LCS Pro League, I would probably be on it. That's how good I am. So I don't know if you guys know what Chivalry is, but
No
it's
clue.
it's like
Yeah,
a
it's,
think Call of
medieval
Duty,
type.
but medieval times instead of modern
Interesting.
era.
That
That's really
sounds
fun.
kind of fun. Is it free?
No,
It's
No,
like
it's
what,
not
30
free.
bucks? I
something
think?
like that.
Oh,
Totally worth it though.
I may have
I've
to
like
check it out. It sounds
I've
pretty
like-
cool.
600 hours on that game, so
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
very very high skill cap. So other than that though, it's just a lot of League, a lot of Hearthstone, Chivalry.
Dude, League's fun.
hmm
So going into the esports section of our little, if anyone else, by the way, if anyone else has a question they want to ask Chris, just post them in chat. We'll be watching and we'll get y'all's questions in case we didn't see them. We'll come back. But we're going into esports now, and since Chris is the fourth square, he will be offering the LCS picks for the contributor section, which is if y'all don't know what we're doing here, is that we allow the viewers and us to pick LCS games. If the viewers win, then we will all buy, not Chris, but we'll buy 4 of our viewers a legendary skin. And
Legendary kill.
that's only if you win, though. But if y'all want to know where the standings are as of last week, I'm first, tied with the viewers. So me and the viewers have 22 points. Stomp's got 19 in third place. I guess this week, since since Chris is a contributor, he's in fourth with 18, and then Nick's in last with 17.
How many points do I have? 17. All right, I can
points.
still make it.
You're still in the
I'm
running.
still making a damn run.
Okay,
After,
you're
after the
you're
comeback
left.
that I
Kid
pulled
for
last
nothing.
week, let's go.
Yeah, Stomp at everything but one, and his Dignitas TSM pick was a really stupid pick in my
Yeah,
opinion.
get out of here.
I think that was too
Yes,
easy.
yeah.
I
Yes,
felt like it was time to get upset. I felt it. It was
but
just in the water.
the feeling wasn't good enough.
Hey, I still got the other 3 upsets. I literally picked all
You did.
upsets. The entire
I'm so mad.
I could not believe that you got those. It was ridiculous. Like, how are you supposed to know that? I don't know. It's ridiculous. But anyway, going into the first game, I already picked these, so we've got them all ready to go. But the first game we got is Dignitas versus Evil Geniuses, which we were talking about Evil Geniuses earlier and how they weren't, doing as well as they're expected to do. And Dignitas just coming off of a loss from TSM. So we'll start off with Stomp here. What do you think about EG and Dig?
I think Dignitas is going to win. They're on like too hard of a downhill slope. They need to break themselves out. So I'll go with Dig. Short and simple.
I think I'm gonna go with EG on this one. Not because I'm going opposite to you, but because I think that EG is due for a win, and I don't think Dignitas is going to be the team to beat them, and I think EG is just really upset. So I'm going to go with EG. Nick, what do you got?
I've got a straw poll coming up.
Everyone, straw poll. Vote in the
Wait a
straw
second.
poll. That will be the viewer square.
But I have a dig in this. It would be dumb of me to say EG, just because.
You call me dumb?
No, I'm saying it would be dumb of me specifically to go against my gut feeling that EG is just the worst team right now. So yeah, dig.
Okay. And then it looks like the fans are voting Dig. And Chris, what do you got?
As much as I'd like to vote EG, because there's lots of people, lots of good things from EG coming my way. But I would have to. Statistically, you can't argue with how bad EG's been doing. So I'm gonna pick Dignitas. So.
All right. Everyone's against me again on this one. The last time this happened, I ended up losing, so we'll see what happens here.
It's not even that I'm picking Dignitas, it's that I'm picking whoever EG's playing against.
Oh, man. Shots fired against EG. Oh, no. The next game, Curse versus Cloud9. This could honestly be an interesting game, in my opinion. Like, you've got Curse, who's been doing really well recently, who just pulled an upset.
It's my Wukong jungle, son.
You've
Get
got
outta here.
Cloud9, who is the second best team in the whole division. I think there is a chance for... I think there's a really good chance for an upset here,
You smell an upset?
but I'm still going to say Cloud9 on this game. I think Cloud9 is going to squeak out and end up beating out Curse for the victory. So I'll let you go second here, Chris. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been one when I watched Cloud9 in the past to favor them, and especially in this matchup, they're just one of those more quiet teams, less personality, more like serious players. So I'm gonna go Cloud9.
Stomp.
Definitely Cloud9. Like, there's no contest. No contest.
Looks pretty even on the viewers. Now, Nick, you got anything?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna go with Curse.
Oh, he's
Yep.
going with the upset.
I'm going with the upset on this one. I like Cloud9. Statistically, they are better. However, Wukong Jungle is going to win it for them. You watch.
You're just
I'm calling it.
obsessed with
I'm
Wukong
calling it right now.
Jungle.
Dude, Wukong Jungle is so good.
Wukong
I don't
Jungle
care.
is just your thing. And
In before Wukong first ban.
yeah, seriously.
Dude, I'd be so
I
mad.
think it's just stealth that's strong right now. Would
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you're
agree?
right. You're right. But no, it's
He just wants
more
Wukong
of
to win.
Wukong is a great initiator. He synergizes with pretty much every kind of team comp. So
And you're
you got a hard initiation team comp. He's great for it. You got a peel team comp. He's great for it. You got a poke team comp. He's great for it because he can peel so well. And
fair enough.
You
Not
know,
to mention he
that
gets
shit.
20 free armor and MR in a team fight.
Yep.
It's pretty OP.
and not including the pass or not as passive, but the mastery tree if you go 921.
Fair enough.
So then you get 40 free MR and
40, 30, but yeah.
Wukong ban.
And it looks like the viewers are going to pick Cloud9 in a decently close vote, 67% to 33%.
yeah,
Moving
we'll
on
see.
to the next game, CLG versus XDG. Do you think there's actually a chance that XDG could win the game? Because I do not think so. So I'm going to pick CLG for this game.
Oh, I did it.
Nick, you can go next on this one after Stomp's stupid little hand gesture he just did.
CLG.
Stupid little hand gesture.
Oh, look at that. CLG because I would be silly. Quite silly. I'd be a
XG
silly
sucks
bitch.
right now. Like,
Yeah.
period.
I think they called me and they wanted me to play for them, but I couldn't because they're that bad. But, you know. No, they're pretty bad. Like, I'm not lying. Like, it seems like, and I'm not doing this speculation. The organization should know what's best for its team. However,
Kicked Bloodwater. Like,
no, I know. I'm just
They're no
saying the
longer-
organization should know, but I don't make them a credible source anymore since they kicked arguably one of the better supports, like in LCS. I think Bloodwater is mentally better than most other supports. I mean, besides like Xpecial. Who else?
I just hope they get relegated. I really do. I think LMQ is going to take their spot. I just want
Probably
XG
Alan
up,
is
for
going
sure.
to. But yeah, I'd be silly bitch if I didn't pick. If I didn't pick CLG.
Yeah, I agree. Chris?
I'm gonna go CLG on this one. No,
Oh, yeah? Just
no explanation.
because
CLG.
XDG sucks? Is
Just
that-
because CLG and Hotshot GG, you know. So
Just
I
CLG and
posted the straw
Hotshot
poll
GG.
up there, guys.
That's
CLG
the
for
Cloud9.
life.
You didn't get the CLG.
I really haven't paid attention to the other team very much, but I do know CLG. So
You do
I'll
know
stick with what I
CLG is
know.
CLG. Hotshot CLG.
yes, Hotshot
Did you guys-
CLG.
Did you guys read that Reddit post of like a normal day in the CLG house?
Yeah, that
Part
was
two?
a really funny post. I saw that.
Did
It's pretty
did you
good.
see the part one though? Like
I didn't see the part one.
That's what it like started from. Oh my god, those two posts
Is that
together.
the CLG EU?
Yeah, the CLG
Yeah.
one where he's
Yeah,
like,
those were great.
Frog. He found Froggen in his room with a blindfold practicing his Lee Sin dance.
Yeah.
I was like, what? That's so funny.
Because that was
Uh,
season 2 when Froggen just destroyed kids on Lee Sin. Like, that was.
I cried.
I felt bad for people.
Man, I cracked up. I just cracked up when I read that Reddit post. I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. And since Nick slacked it did put a straw poll up,
Dude,
Went ahead
do you
and-
guys not see my straw poll that I picked up?
but either way, the next game, Chris coming into the stream yelling TSM. We got the TSM versus Curse game, which is probably the most exciting game of the week, in my opinion. And I am going to go with TSM because I'm a TSM fanboy. I love TSM. So, Chris, you can take it away second.
Yeah, it's it's kind of like the opposite of EG for me. It doesn't matter what TSM's playing against. I always go for TSM. So we're gonna root for TSM this time too.
That's right. That's right.
TSM.
TMS. TMS.
Who is it they're playing?
MS.
Yeah, I'm just picking TSM. I didn't know they're playing. Whatever. TSM.
They're playing Curse.
Oh my god, that's going to be a stomp.
You think? I think
Yeah,
it's going to
TSM.
be close.
Curse just, I don't know about it. I don't know about it.
Don't know about it.
I'll go with TSM.
I just don't know about it.
Are we doing the 4 games and a 5 bonus, or?
Yeah, and this last game is going to be the bonus. This is an easy bonus. I don't know why I chose this as being the bonus.
LMQ. Pick them.
CLG versus Coast.
Well, that's not that easy. They could throw.
I'm going to go Coast.
Coast is pretty good.
See this? Coast. Because my boy
going-
Nintendo Dex, holla, whatever his name is, Josh Atkinson. Hit me up on Twitter, bro.
L G L G. My G kind of
Wait,
looked
what is
That was
G?
like
G is this,
spazzy.
right?
CLG.
Spider Claw,
G,
Double Wolf.
L,
Ah!
G, you know,
But
C.
so Chris, what do you got on CLG and Curse? I mean, CLG
Coast.
and Coast. Sorry.
Coast is another team that I really haven't paid attention to. I know they've been doing well, so I think I'm gonna go for CLG though. Hotshot GG CLG.
Hot shot CLG. Right.
Hotshot
Hotshot
CLG.
CLGG.
Yeah, that's say that.
CLG.
Say that like 10 times. Hot shot CLGG. I think we got him a new.
How dope would it be if you, or maybe you've done this, if you sculpted like team logos for team, like I think that would be really cool, actually.
You want to?
For,
doable.
especially the fanboys. If you did like a TSM or CLG thing, I guarantee it would be like hot topic. Or
I mean, if you just did a sculpture of my beard. Just this.
oh,
Just that.
I think
Yeah,
that
just
would be
not
a
even
pretty,
not even like the
Alright,
profile, just the
shave
beard.
that off, and then we'll glue it
I'll
all
just send it to
together.
you.
Boom.
Yeah.
sold.
just bake it.
just
Yeah.
Just bake it.
sell it off
That'll
and
work.
fake his beard.
It's whatever.
Oh
It'll
man,
grow back.
how long did that take you?
I've trimmed, but I haven't shaved. And how long do you think I haven't shaved? I don't know, probably like a year and a half, 2 years.
It's
So
like
that's what girlfriends are good for. How long have I had this beard?
the fans got
Oh.
TSM, and the fans look
I've had
like
this beard for about 3 years, folks.
I believe it.
fans got TSM, and it looks like the fans are
Who's King of Ninjas?
50%. Who is?
Zed, Lee Sin, Shin.
Oh, there you go. Nocturne. Nocturne's King of Ninjas.
Who?
Nocturne is actually Zed, though, from the future.
Wait, what? Oh, there was someone that said that Vel'Koz wrote everyone's champion lore. That was like a little like speculation thread that Vel'Koz is the reason everyone is here or something like that. He's like the god of something. I don't know. It was crazy. I had my mind blown when I read it. But it looks like CLG's gonna CLG versus Coast vote for the 2-pointer. I'm gonna go with CLG for the 2-pointer.
I picked
And,
whoever they were playing against. Coast, because Zach
You picked
Atkinson.
Coast.
That's my
And-
boy.
And I
know
hope
him.
that I can gain some likes and get ahead of the viewers again because I liked being in first. I don't like being tied for first. But actually, you know what this brings us into?
Let's play Mario Kart.
Let's play
I
some
will
Mario
play some Mario Kart.
Yes.
Like, I will take money. Anybody want to bet me on Mario Kart?
Oh.
You see,
Should I
do you
do
see this
that?
right here? right here. That's a Nintendo 64, ready to beat anybody's ass at any game they want
Dude,
on that console
you see
right
this
now.
right here? It's Polar Pop, Circle K. I drink it. Yeah.
That's like back when I was a kid, like, you know, you didn't like circulate very well as a gamer, so like everyone thought they were good at Super Smash Brothers, and then I go over to like my buddy's house, I'm like, I'm gonna kick your butt in Super Smash Brothers. He's like, he like does like the midair like dodge maneuver, and you're like, what the hell was that? You know, yeah, all this new stuff, like
How'd you do
whole
that?
nother level of gameplay you didn't even know about. And you're like, oh man, what did I get myself into?
Yeah, and they actually used the shield for blocking. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yep, blocked. Like who? I don't know anyone who ever used the shield in Super Smash. It was all just press A a bunch of times. It's like da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
That game's
hit
intense,
each other
man.
faster. Yeah.
Whoever can click the buttons the fastest.
Pikachu OP though.
I'm actually really excited right now though because we're going into our first ever 1v1 $25 Riot Point challenge.
And we're going to lose our first one.
And Nick is not very excited right now.
No.
Or Outrun.
No.
All right, just so y'all know, Outrun is going to be Nick. Nick Cage is the guy that we're playing against.
Oh, one
And
true God.
Me, Matt, and Chris over here are going to be 1v1ing. Or me, sorry, we're going to be commentating. I just like
Free
zoned
for
out.
all.
We're gonna be all. We're gonna have a 3-man 1v1. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it.
I got
Now-
a league up and friendsless spot there.
Go ahead and Chris, what is? Or you want to add me on League?
Yeah, you can add me too. It's just see not push.
All right, you ready for me to start it? I'm starting it.
All right, I just added you, and
All
we're
right,
going
see
into
ya.
the game. Here we are in the game, and one thing before we move on, I'm gonna have to tell you, Chris, is that since we only have 2 spectating slots and our streamers on one of them, I will have
you can go
to.
ahead.
Y'all are gonna have to spectate. You know, whenever you are available to spectate in the client, but you'll still be able to see the game. But
While we
anyway,
have this little
we got-
transition period, I can
we got.
probe.
I'll illustrate the bands going on here. We got Caitlyn band coming off of Nick Cage. We got the York ban. He was talking about not wanting to play against York. Outrun's going to take out York for the first ban of his side. Ziggs going in on Nick Cage. He's going to take out Ziggs, and then Jace being taken out by Outrun after that. I don't know. I know y'all can't see this, but do you think someone's targeting up for someone right now? Like, do you think there's
Well,
do you think
I
someone?
see the delay, I guess here.
What do you think they're gonna pick? Like, do you have any recommendations for 1v1?
If I had to take a guess, I would say someone's picking Jax, Heimer, or Caitlyn. Those are pretty
Lee
strong.
Sin's usually a pretty solid 1v1 pick.
Well, if you're going with like traditional, like 1v1, like setups, you have to kill the turret. It's 100 first person to 100 CS or killing the enemy turret or getting first blood. That's how you initially win the round.
Yep, and it is a best of 3, and the Xin Zhao pick is coming out on Nick Cage, rolling with the
Ooh.
barrier and flash. It is a pretty solid 1v1 pick, I think, in my opinion.
I think if he goes with Jax, that'll be pretty GG.
That's true. If he does choose the Jax, it's going to be hard for the if he counters Xin Zhao, it's going to be a pretty difficult. The Jax pick it is. Stomp called it out. Jax against Xin Zhao. This is going to be really hard for Xin. This could be a longer game than we expected, just because of the nature of the fight,
The nature of the beast.
the nature of the beast. Even though there is no
Who
beast,
wants a piece of the champ?
both people are running barrier and flash. Actually, no. I take that back. Xin Zhao switched his flash out and he's getting ignite. He's going with the quick GG build. and
quick
not
GG
not expecting Jax to do anything crazy.
So are you just spectating this via like?
I'm
Nick
actually in
Clark?
the spectating slot.
Oh, okay.
Like, y'all,
Gotcha.
whenever I get in game, y'all just right click my name, click spectate, and then we'll all be in the game together, and there won't be any delay.
That's cool. Okay.
So now we got a little.
I was trying to probe Chris on the chivalry game. He's got me intrigued now.
That's pretty cool. So, I mean, we got 3 minutes, so give us a little bit more on chivalry.
Okay, well, first off, when you first start playing it, if you do get it, you're going to suck. Everyone does when they first start. It's a very, 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 very high skill cap game. So, the thing about Chivalry, different from like other like kind of hack and slash games, it's completely PvP, just like Call of Duty. But the difference is, so say you swing your weapon like this, whatever level you have your camera at determines how high your swing was. So like say someone swings a horizontal swing at me, I could look down with my camera and my character actually ducks and the swing will go over your head. So like
Wow.
there's a whole high level of like skill play, and there's like parrying and feinting your swings where you kind of like pump fake and get them to bait
Whoa.
their block out. So
Can you
all
ride
kinds of
horses?
stuff. No, there's no horses, but there's like
This ain't
various
Brokeback
classes.
Mountain, Ed.
Yeah. There's various classes from like knight, which is like the tankiest of them all, heavy armor, really slow, can equip a two-handed sword in one hand with a huge shield. Then there's Vanguard, which is like, it's got like the classic knight helmet on and a little bit lower on the armor, but still pretty heavy. And he's got the long pole arm weapons. And
That's
then
awesome.
Man at Arms is he's just leather armor, really agile. He has a little backdash maneuver is one of his traits, almost like a
Yeah,
little dodge maneuver. Yeah, a little juke left, go right kind of thing. And then you use like
Is it like
one-handed
5v5
weapons.
or? is it-
It's like 20v20 on some. It depends on what mode you
That's
play.
pretty.
Best game mode, and I play classic. They call it DS Warrior. It's shabby in comparison to the regular one, in my opinion. So, there's the best game mode, in my opinion, on there is called Team Objective. It's a team objective game, so depending on what side you're on, you're either attacking or defending, and you have to like push a cart of dead bodies into the water supply of the enemy, and then if you beat that objective, it moves to the next objective until you complete all the objectives and win. Or if you get defended for too long, then you lose. So
Sweet. Well, anyway, we got 30 seconds left coming here in the game. Y'all should be able, as soon as the game actually initiates, y'all will be able to right click and
Hold down
spectate
this.
my name, and y'all will be right in. So y'all get ready to do that, so y'all not miss any of the action. But for those of you just tuning in, we got Zin versus Jax. Jax is on our team, Beyond the Meta. He is representing us and trying to save me $25 in the long run. And if Nick Cage beats Jax or Outrun in a one-on-one, then that means that he wins the $25 RP guard. So that is the nature of this 1v1. It's win or go home. And there are no summoners on Zin. Jax has Flash Barrier, so he's not going with an Ignite. He's going to rely on the fact that he has a shield to help him in this game. Going into the loading screen here, we got Mighty Jax. Looks like he picked up a Winter Olympic skin. And Viscera
Mighty
Xin
Jax.
Zhao. All right, we got a skin war going on. Plat border versus gold border.
Teenage wet noodle fight.
Looks like they're just going to keep poking each other until someone gets a chance, and Zin's going to jump in, and Jax is going to go really low. He's going to activate his shield, and he's going to barely get away with about, how much health does he have? About 200 health. And remember, you can't go back, you can't health, so it looks like Zin's got the early advantage here, just like y'all were predicting with that double Dorans and longsword build that he's starting off with.
Yeah, he's gonna win the early game trades, take the CS advantage. I don't know what Jax is doing, just standing there hoping to get some health or something. But
he's just praying for the fact that he's no regen in the base.
But by him being out of lane right now means he's losing level advantage too. So it's pretty much going completely in Xin Zhao's favor right now.
Yeah, this is pretty much Zin's game as Jax finally gets back into the lane, gets a couple CS. Zin's going to be level 4. Jax is going to be level 3 as he picks up a CS.
If he can somehow freeze this up near his turret, though, he can maybe sustain back up a little bit, but he has to quit taking this harass right here.
What Jax needs to do to be able to trade well with Xin Zhao is get to level 6, so that way he gets that empowered strike and attack speed. So.
Mm-hmm. And Jax has actually ended up taking back that Phage. Ended up going with a Vampiric Scepter and a Doran's Blade. As Zinj jumps in, Jax is going to get the health, but he's going to get a quick hop away and not have to worry about getting knocked up by Zin's Q activate.
And that's one of those moments where you call not worth in all caps. All chat.
And Zin's going to get hit, but being Xin in a 1v1 is really nice because you've got that little health regen you get back from hitting minions with Xin. So
I can't believe he's already 6. That was a really fast level 6.
Yeah, it is. And Jax is level 5. Looks like he's going to be hitting 6 pretty shortly here too. As he picks up a couple CS. The CS battle is 26 Xin and 15 for Jax. So
I feel like the Zin's out should be way ahead.
Jax is going to run in for the health, and Zin's going to get a couple hits, and he's going to flash out and not have to worry about Zin's out ulting him. Jax is going to be sitting here half health. But looks pretty one-sided right now. Looks like Xin is.
Now, is this kind of game mode? Are we going to Nexus kills, or are they do like the first blood wins it?
We're doing the first blood wins. Yep. So as soon as someone gets a first blood or kills a tower, that is when the game is over. But there's not much Jax can do right now because Xin is just having his way with him, and Nick knows that I will lose $25 if he loses this game. So he's got a lot of pressure on the line right now as Xin picks up the health.
The tryhard mode is engaged, ladies and gentlemen.
It is. Everyone, this is not a team game. This is a one-on-one game.
The hate.
Looks like Zin's going to jump in. Jax is going to get the quick shield. He's going to get ignited. The double ignite's going to go out. Zin's going to miss his ultimate. He's going to get hit by the turret one time.
I feel like that was it.
I thought it was over right there, but somehow Jax survived, and he's going to go back and pick up some health. Give him a little bit back in this game, but there's really nothing to help Jax right now except this little health that he's going to go for. He's going to activate his shield. That was a very nice play by him to get that health.
I just received a Facebook message via Nick's girlfriend that his computer shut down.
GG, well played.
GG, 25 in the bank.
Well, I mean, we can still commentate this, but it looks like Nick is going to lose game 1 because his computer shut down or something. Yeah.
Race quit, incoming school shooting.
Digital klepto, that is exactly right. Nick is throwing because he wants me to be in the hole. He wants me to lose his money. Jax is going to get the nice stun on Zen, but it looks like he's not going to take any damage. This is just going to be a really difficult time for
the smart thing Jax is using is he's letting Xin Zhao engage onto him, and then he's using his leaping strike to get out.
Yep.
Disengage.
Instead of trying to.
If he was trying to be aggressive and leaping strike on him, he'd be completely effed. So.
Mm-hmm. Jax is doing a really good job of staying alive. There were several opportunities that Zen has had to kill him, but he has narrowly escaped. And it's just going to be a CS battle here from now, as Zen's going to be going up around 25 CS. And it's 28 to 57 as Jax goes back and it's going to grab grab some health. They're both going to grab it, but it looks like Jax is catching back up in the health here, even though we kind of know the general outcome of this game, and that is that Jax is going to DC and Nick Cage is going to win. But Jax is actually going to jump in. He's going to chase him off. Zin's going to turn around. He's going to get a knock-up. And they're both going to disengage here as they are both low health.
So we can see that rank 2 ultimate starting to do some work for Jax.
Mm-hmm. Jax is starting to rely on his R to protect himself from Zin's epic damage that he has.
Jax hurts. Like, post 6, like Chris was saying, he's definitely doing some damage.
Looks like the health is going to pop up here in the back as Jax is going to pick it up. Looks like that's where he gets DC'd. Oh, never mind. JK. I haven't seen it yet.
Hands up.
Nick just texted me a picture saying that Windows failed to recover. I don't know if he dies, though. Well, we'll see if he actually dies or if he just has to reconnect.
He's going to guard this bush with his life.
Yeah, he is guarding this bush with his life as he hits level 10, and there's the DC! Zid is just going to get some free farm here now as Jax just holds his head down, puts his tail between his legs, and just walks back towards the base in shame. This is a very, very bad situation for Outrun right now, and it's not looking good for my wallet, to be honest with you, as he sits there and allows Zen to just farm up the rest of the game.
Is this the game mode where if they get 100 CS, they win as well?
Yep. So as soon as
first tower?
Yep. 100 CS with the first tower.
Well, we either have to sub Nick or call out at 1.
Is Nick going to play again, or is he out?
I mean, if his computer's not coming back on, I don't think he'll be able to.
Okay, it looks like he is back and his computer's turned back on, but it looks like Xin Zhao is going to get the first game victory. We can, let's go ahead and quit out of this game. There's no reason to watch the rest because Xin is going to get that 100 CS anyway. And we're going to load up the next game. So Zach, go ahead and queue up the next 1v1 match. This time, I think we're going to switch it up. We're going to go on.
There's something going on with the audio, and it's echoing twice for some reason.
Yeah, looks like
the Twitch show.
Looks like the audio is kind of interesting. Zach's going to be working on fixing that. In the meantime, I will make the next custom game, and we'll play this one on Summoner's Rift. Maybe we'll let them get a chance to go back this time. I feel like that might be a little bit better. But I will invite you guys in here. So let me see. Outrun, Stomp, or actually here. I'll get Outrun in here. So y'all can you can keep talking about Chivalry or whatever if y'all want to while we're making this game. Or Stomp, you got anything to say about?
Well, that game was anticlimactic, but the Chivalry thing, no. I'm checking that out over on the Google. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty legit. I used to play, I don't know if you ever played MMO called Dark Age of Camelot, but I know I go on about this game a lot. I played Dark Age forever, and I'm all about the medieval Camelot times.
Yeah,
so.
Same here. Like when I saw Chivalry, I don't remember how I discovered it. It was pretty much, I was in beta when it first came out, and I was like, oh my god, it's like the game of my childhood has finally been created. Like, you know. And then when I actually played it and saw like that it's not just some derp game, it's actually like a really well refined PvP game. I was like, oh, well.
This is via Steam, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have to get Chivalry and I have to get Rust.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like you're going to be buying a lot of games here.
Both of them really good. Chivalry does go on sale quite often, so just keep an eye out. It's like $7 when it's on sale. I bought it at full price because I needed it anyway. So
I needed this. Come on, man, let's go.
Yeah, Chivalry's been one of those games where it's like I never understood why it's never caught on as far as popularity. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, wow, this is a really good game that most people don't even know about. Like when I do my sculpting stream, I do something called Game Break, and the QQ faces come out because they're like, oh god, we gotta watch Chris play some games. It's just a break away from the sculpting. And I'll
Right.
play Chivalry, and people are like, oh my god, what is this game? It's so good. I'm like, it's Chivalry. Come on. There's nothing chivalrous about it either.
Hey, I'm back on stream. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I even have one of the weapons as one of my chat emotes. Quiburn's displaying it there in the chat. Bardiche.
That's awesome.
I like that little chat. How do you make those?
You just make them. That one I made in like MS Paint. So.
Cool.
Oh, you're talking about like if you're a sub or if you're a
Yeah, like is
subscriber?
there a difference like in if you're a partner or not, what you can do?
Yeah, when you become a partner with the sub functionality, one of the things is you can submit emotes for your subscribers to use, and then as you hit certain milestones of subscribers, you get unlock more emotes, so you can have more emotes for your. I think the max is like 10. You have to be at 250 subs for that. So
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
the Bardiche is the one that we made an emote out of because I think I went on like a week rampage where I just was going like 30-2 with nothing but the Bardiche. It's a weapon that no one ever uses, so
Really slow pole arm, OP.
really slow pole arm. But there's this a high level play mechanic in the game called mouse dragging. So like say you do an overhead swing, it's really slow, but if you look down at the same time and crouch, it's gonna go really fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, same thing for left and right mouse drags. You can even do a mouse drag in the opposite direction where you look up at the same time you're swinging down, and it makes it go really slow. So, you could bait out their blocks and still hit them anyways.
And it looks like we're jumping here right into the next 1v1 game. We're changing it up to Summoner's Rift this time. And same matchup. Outrun, who's also named Nick, versus Nick Cage.
Not to be confused with Johnny. Oh.
We are allowing them to back this time, so we're going to do a little quick switch up here as Outrun goes with the Xin Zhao ban. He's going to take him out real quick. He is target banning him. Oh my goodness. And Ziggs is going to be the next ban on Nick Cage's side. Looks like he doesn't like playing against Ziggs because I remember he banned him last time. So what does Outrun have to do to be able to secure this victory? Who do you think he needs to play? You think Jax again is a good pick?
I guess it depends on who's first and who's second. Caitlyn's usually a pretty stable 1v1 just because she has such range and harass.
To be honest, in that last game, if he didn't disconnect, I think he had it because he made it to the late game without losing. So,
Yeah.
like we saw the damage he's putting out and the sustain he had. So I think it was going to be in his favor. But of course, he wants to stomp out. I don't know if he's going to pick Jax again, but definitely in a 1v1 scenario, it's all about the picks. So.
Of course, the Heimerdinger ban coming out from Outrun, Gragas from Nick, Riven, and then Caitlyn.
The Teemo could be a sleeper pick.
Teemo could be a sleeper pick, or Kha'Zix. I think Kha'Zix would be a pretty decent pick here too. The rules are generally the same. Only they will only go up mid lane. They're allowed to back. They are not allowed to go into the jungle whatsoever.
I guess
Okay, so
even
this
Fizz could be a pretty awesome 1v1. Just because you get outplayed with Trickster.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for maybe a teleport coming in as a summoner spell. As
That'd be
Outrun
smart.
goes with the Nunu pick.
What?
And that is going to be an interesting first pick coming in here from Outrun. I think he's
He
trying
can be
to.
he can be countered pretty hard. So
I think he's trying to make me lose. And the Renekton pick coming in from
I
Nick
think
Cage.
he's trying to make me lose, he says.
I don't know. So what do you got? Renekton versus Nunu. This could be an interesting little matchup. I don't see anyone doing anything significant early on anyway.
Well, the thing about the Nunu pick, it's not that it's bad, but it is essentially because you can't go into the jungle in a 1v1 match. You're not allowed to go to the jungle, so he can't actually like maximize his consume. there's a player in D1 who actually mains Nunu mid, and he'll like go steal mini mobs from the camps to get the Nunu buffs on consume, and he literally just battles out 1v1 and just dominates in the mid lane.
Yeah,
But-
Nunu mid is something I used to play a lot too, and it was a lot stronger until they nerfed his consume, the amount of health he gets back from it. So it's harder to, because what you do is you sustain. They do when you go in for trades, you consume, go back to full health. They
Yep.
lose half their health because you're AP Nunu, So
Exactly. And Renekton is going in with the teleport pick like I predicted. And he's expecting that Nunu is going to get some early damage on him. And Nunu's going with the Ignite Flash. Renekton also running a flash here as we got a around 2 minute and 30-second delay before we actually get into the game. So other than Nunu mid, I haven't seen Nunu play in a while. So Stomp, being the D1 player here, why do you think Nunu has kind of fallen off as a viable pick for, jungling or anything else? Do you think there's a specific reason nobody's picking Nunu these days? Oh, it looks like he's got something going on right now. But okay, Chris, so you got anything on that?
I actually do, because like I said, I like playing the non streamlined champions, especially playing them like in the mid lane. But when they nerfed Nunu's consume, a lot of people stopped playing him top. A lot of people stopped playing him mid because that was the strong part of him, is that he could sustain in lane forever and just farm up and get tons of AP. And people can trade past the health that he gets from consume now. And then my opinion on the whole why he's not jungled anymore is because of the fact that the new junglers that they've been coming out with, like Vi and Elise and people with gap closers and CCs and stuff like that, are just kind of dominating the kit that Nunu has. So that's just what I have as far as my opinion on that.
His
The
blood
tail
boil
end
is
that I
pretty
caught of
OP.
that was 100% correct. The jungle is all about having the gap closing initiation CC. Like Nunu was all about counter jungling before. He could just go into the enemy jungle and take all the big mobs and run out and completely cripple them. But now it's just the game's changed. It's crazy how the game has changed so much, but really nothing that drastic happened other than trinkets. But yeah.
It's just the kits of the new characters they've been coming out with are a lot more complex, and Nunu's just pretty simple. So
That is one of the issues that we brought up in one of our previous episodes, that these kits that are being offered, so like Jinx, Thresh, who else? Lucian, even Lucian and
Thresh is broken as hell.
and Yasuo, they all have got these crazy kits that they're super mobile. They've got a stun, they've got high damage, they've got explosiveness, and then you've got
they got
these,
more options.
Yeah, you've got
because-
these normal champions like Ashe.
Riot wants to make champions that are
Trist.
fun to watch, like on an exciting level. They don't want to watch like
Ashe. Just do a
zoom.
slow arrow, just continuously shooting a
Volley,
slow
volley.
arrow.
Volley.
Yeah, just volley. Oh, a hawk shot. Oh, I see you. All right, running away. All right,
On
bye.
a side note, the new Ashe skin, you should sculpt
Yeah.
that.
And it looks like the game is actually ready to be
awesome.
spectated, so y'all can jump in here and
Her sitting in like a little chair or whatever when she recalls. You seen that?
The new
It's so
Ashe.
sick.
It's pretty
I haven't looked at it yet, though. I have to check it out.
Oh, it's so sick. Her recall animation. She like sits on a big heart throne. It's so dope.
pretty awesome.
They're actually changing that skin for the blind, the colorblind people because they can't see her arrow right now. Because
I
it's
saw
so, like,
that.
fluorescent
The
or whatever.
colorblind, the green-red colorblind people cannot see.
Vito is racist against
Ultimate.
colorblind people.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is just anti-green, red colorblind, isn't it? I
like-
guess. I don't know.
First Nidalee spears and now Ashe arrows. We can't see shit.
Yeah.
Boycott the game.
That's one thing I hate when people use that TF skin in the ARAM map and his cards are like the same exact color as the map itself.
Yeah,
So
this gets broken.
As we finally are jumping into the game here, rolling with Renekton versus Nunu. Renekton's being represented by the viewership, playing for a $20 Riot Point card, while Nunu is representing Beyond the Meta, trying to save me some money. I've got the card ready and scratched here, ready to go, just to send it off, just in case I get robbed here of $25. Maybe we can see an epic battle. I think this 1v1 will be pretty close here. The rules being 100 minions will win you the game, a tower kill will win you the game, or a one-on-one kill will win you the game.
Yeah, it's pretty good, and I agree. I'm actually okay with the Nunu pick because of the fact that they're on Summoner's Rift now, and there's no healing reduction debuff on because on the Summoner's Rift map or on the ARAM map, sorry, there's the reduced healing, so it makes Nunus consume even worse.
And there's no healing nodes, so that's even better.
Exactly. So sustain is pretty important here. So
definitely. Looks like Nunu's going to get a quick view up here and start dancing in the middle. Just kind of give Renekton a little taunt.
Oh, look at that moonwalk. Hit him with that Michael Jackson one time. Let's go.
Renekton ain't having any of that as he just sits in the back and is not giving a crap. He says, you can dance all you want mid lane. I want to win this game. Looks like Nunu just not even caring. Does Nunu remind you of one of the ice climbers from Super Smash?
Kind of.
Guys.
I think he is. I think Nunu
the little boy on top. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Yeah, that's Nunu.
That is Nunu. The Yeti is just Yeti, right?
Yeah, the Yeti.
It's called. Somebody's told me the name of the Yeti. I can't never remember it though.
So there actually is.
He does have a name.
Mm-hmm. He's not just Yeti. Looks like a little poke coming in from Renekton here as he takes the early CS lead 1-0.
That first CS blood.
Looks like Renekton is going to get some nice poke here on Nunu with his Q as he waits for his rage to build up before he activates it, gets the extra damage. Nunu's just going with the casual, I'm going to sit at my turret build and use my Ice Ball to CS.
Ooh.
I think he's going to be doing a... He's not going to die, I can guarantee you that, just because Renekton does not have Ignite, first of all, which I think was a bad decision on his part to not roll Ignite.
I think he heard your teleport call in the stream, probably.
You might have heard my teleport call, but I still think it was a bad idea. He didn't pick Ignite against the Nunu.
Yeah.
That consume can be pretty OP if it comes down to it.
I would love to see like a fatality with the absolute zero, like a full channel.
Yeah, I think Outrun is waiting to start poking with his snowball till level 3 when he could get a second rank in it. Because right now it's just not doing enough damage. He's just out sustaining it.
Yep.
And Willump is the name of the Yeti. Willump. Thank you, RB. I knew you'd know.
Willump.
Yep.
That's I've never heard that before. I can tell you right now.
Yeah, someone. I think it was probably RB that told me it before too. I was like, oh.
You learn something new every day.
Yep.
Willump. It's a fun name.
Renekton was a really solid pick, I believe. Calling of the Meek so strong in a 1v1 like Outlast scenario here.
Nunu's just going to be sitting here at his turret, just getting some good farm. Going to be consuming when he can. Going to be ice balling when he can. Get a free hit every.
I'm disappointed that no one ran Smite. I really think that could put him ahead.
That's true. The Smite and the Canyon minions will. That not only will it put you ahead, it'll also prevent all that damage coming at you from that cannon minion. As Renekton's going to go in, get the nice stun, and get some
good
poke on the Nunu, but he chose to run teleport instead of Ignite, and that is going to hurt him. Nunu's just going to sit here at his turret. Kind of hopeless, just like last game. There's really nothing for him to do.
Stalling out for those 6.
He's just going to be waiting for that absolute zero to help him out. That would be Nunu's ultimate.
He's got to be very strategic on how he uses that, too. He's got to wait for the stun to be used, and he's got to wait for... he might even need to wait for the dash. I don't remember what the dash moves.
No, well, he won't need to wait for it, but Renekton should be able to dash out of it if he still has it. Because you get the second dash once you use it and dash through something. Going to get the consume on the cannon minion, bring him pretty much back to full health.
He's actually CSing really well under the turret, though.
He is.
Believe it or not.
He is actually winning in CS, 27-23. And it is going to be a really close game here. Nunu starting with the Doran's ring, and Renekton starting with the Doran's blade.
It's kind of hilarious because he has a manaless champion versus a champion that passively doesn't use mana.
Looks like he's going to try to freeze the lane here without letting the minions get close to the turret.
He's trying to make use of that passive as best he can because he's a low mana. So,
yep, he's just going to keep hitting those minions, get that free mana cost move. uses E.
Oh, he's tied up the CS here. I don't know what happened, but he definitely pulled ahead of the CS. Maybe that.
I think what happened was the freeze really messed him up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Renekton just kind of came in, got some extra kills, and Nunu couldn't really do anything about it. As he's going to get that one with the consume and only a 2 CS differential here.
I wonder if
Outrun
Rennie's going to like go buy a brutalizer or something before he hits level 6 and just TP back and all in.
I'm just waiting for the first back here. As Renekton's going to come in, he's going to give him the ult. Nunu's going to flash away. And
that's a big minion
I
wave,
don't know
too.
if he's got a good idea staying here. Renekton's just going to come in and kill him, I think. He's going to get the ignite on Renekton, and Renekton's just going to get the first blood.
The all-in.
GG.
GG goes out to Nick Cage, who's going to win all of my money that I just spent at Best Buy. Congratulations, Nick Cage. You've won a $25 RP card. I'm going to send you the code.
Good job, Nick.
And this is our very first one-on-one challenge.
He said rip.
Nick saying rip. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Outrun. You represented us. You tried. You failed.
He could have killed him with that tower, the ignite, but he didn't have enough mana to snowball. So
Yep.
there's nothing
I
he
think
could do.
that's what really ended up killing him. And if he could have still had his flash, that also would have helped him stay alive.
Yeah.
with the turret.
Exactly. So
And,
he could have played that right and forced Renekton tower dive him and won, but the situation just didn't work
So
out.
you can unmute your mic now, Nick, and start talking to us. So what do you have anything to say after that game?
I tell everybody I'm bad, but nobody listens. Nick, you're playing. I'm bad.
I think we.
Hey, I think it was okay. I like the unconventional Nunu pick.
Yeah,
Dude, if we played correctly the first time, assholes. I could have backed. You were like, oh, he got a vamp zipper. Why did he get that? Because I can back and get a Bilgewater Cutlass. That's why I can do that. But I'm sitting here spamming B and I can't go back. I'm like, really? What is this?
I thought
we were wondering why you were sitting in the.
I was like, wait a minute, what's he doing at the base?
I get told 1v1 rules, and then I'm like, well, this is ARAM. Why?
We really think that you would have won the first game.
I would have. I know.
Maybe we
hard
rigged
drive
it so
blew
that
up.
the viewer would win the first game. Maybe that's what we
it
did.
is. Maybe it's what we did.
We wanted the viewer to take the first code here. Well, congratulations, Nick Cage. You beat our Nick. You proved yourself, and you win a $25 RP code.
Right, now
I will
you gotta play against me and Stomp in bot lane. Pick a partner. What's up?
I'll play an AP hero though.
There you go. Sent the code your way. Congratulations. Anyway, moving on. Now we're near the end of the show where y'all can ask us whatever you want. And just post in chat. We'll be watching. And we'll just ask us anything. It's Timo's birthday tomorrow, guys. 2/21 is Timo's birthday. So
I would like to thank Chris for coming on the show and hanging out with us. Pretty chill guy. So I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, sir.
Appreciate you coming on, Chris. Sorry about the sleeping in and all that stuff, but
it's not your fault. It's my fault.
But I mean, it was really. I hope you enjoyed being on here with us today.
Slept in because
it was a lot of fun.
Got baked. You see that there?
Because he baked plays.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
420.
We should just turn off this stream right now.
I've literally never heard that before. Never.
Dude, he lives in Colorado. It's legal.
That's true. Legal. It is legal.
Like he's got Peyton Manning down the road, and he can go buy a pot down the road the other way. Like, and then he can go snowboard.
And pot.
Stayed up too late playing the Minecraft. You know.
What happened to
Cap? How do you go from Rust?
Exciting.
How do you go from Rust to Minecraft? That's like a.
Well, no, I do like in Minecraft.
Yeah, and you can do a lot more of the redstone stuff. That's really cool. Like people make computers and GPUs on Minecraft. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just something that I just started doing. The sculptures. I did these ginormous league champions for this for block by block server. So it's pretty sweet. Just finished up Draven last night. So
nice. That's pretty awesome. Somebody asks, "What do y'all think of Hexakill? Has anyone in here played it yet?"
No,
I didn't know it was out yet.
I've not. Yeah, Hexakill just came out today.
Literally, as soon as I got home, I get in a call with you all. So.
It looks like a super cluster to me. I saw a video where just everyone was just ulting the same guy. He just got wrecked. Just deleted.
Sounds like fun though.
Yeah, it sounds like pretty fun. I'm gonna probably maybe play a game after this. We'll see.
I feel like Riot's thoroughly trying to kind of recreate ARAM for themselves, kind of, because ARAM was developed by players of the game,
yeah.
viewers of the game. They're really trying to come up with a game mode that will stick like ARAM did, because they spent all this time and money making Dominion,
And then Magma
Which-
Chamber.
which
Yeah,
was a complete
unfortunately.
flop, And
No, it's fast and fun. Okay.
Oh
Get
yeah,
outta
okay.
here.
Well, in my opinion, it's as much time and like all this production value they put into it definitely was not worth it. And then viewers come up with ARAM, and that all the craze. Everybody's playing. Some people only play ARAM on League of Legends. They don't even play Summoner's Rift. So
Summoner's Rift is beneath me.
yeah,
I'm a Abyss.
LCS ARAM player.
Yo, what's your elo, man? ARAM only.
Hoo-ha.
I don't play ranked. What are you, some kind of noob or something?
But anyway, if we don't have any more questions, what happened to Captain's Corner? We ended up replacing it with a 1v1 challenge. We thought that it would be better to offer you guys
Obviously.
a chance at winning some Riot points here.
It was not better as we are $25 in the hole now. So
Yeah, now
Did you
that
see that
I've lost all my money.
Baron Nashor computer case, Chris?
that
I
was
did
sick.
see that. Yeah.
That was a pretty sweet case.
He actually made that too.
Was that out of wood? I couldn't tell.
He made it out of I don't know
It
what
was-
the
it was wood
material
blocks.
was.
It was wood blocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I know I saw he made it in Minecraft first.
Yeah.
So,
There's
like,
props to him for using Minecraft as a CAD or whatever,
Yeah.
the ArchiCAD systems.
it was pretty genius because then you could just use a bunch of blocks that
You
are
could
in the
just-
game and repiece it together.
Yeah,
Just like,
you literally just scale
blueprint.
model. You just get the scale right. But other than that, I think we are done here. If you guys haven't already followed the stream, go ahead and follow. Make sure you go to Nick's stream if you haven't already. Check him out. He makes some pretty sweet models. And go like his stream, like
Did
our
you say
stream.
Nick or Chris's stream?
Chris.
You said Nick. I swear
I
you
said
Digital-
I said Nick, but I meant Chris.
Yeah. Okay. I do make
Nick,
sweet
let me see your
models.
models.
I think I said
Um,
I think I've said Nick about 100 times in the last 30 minutes because
I'll show you my cat before
Oh,
we
and
leave.
Double
Nick's gonna
Nick.
jump on to Nick, and then Nick's gonna the barrier. Nick's gonna
Me and
jump
Nick's.
away.
Yeah,
Digital,
if you guys want, I could post this video I have up on YouTube that shows the Minecraft sculpts I've been doing. So I'm pretty new to it, but I think I have mastered.
Yeah,
it.
I want to see that. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. Go ahead. And,
I'll link
throw
it in
that
the
up there.
Twitch chat. Oh, deleted.
oh, here, hold on. Let me. You can be an honorary mod of our channel.
Awesome.
Dun, dun, dun.
There you go.
All right, guys. Good. Oh,
Oh,
didn't kick in yet. Here, I'll just give you the link in Skype.
okay.
You
All
can
right,
post
I'll post
Make-
it out for you.
Make life a little easier. But yeah, I mean, I did one other than those 4 that are shown in that video. I did a Draven sculpt the other day or last night. So
Pretty awesome,
finished
man.
that up. Yeah. I got taught how to use the tools from Block by Block. He's a streamer who does pretty much the same thing I do, but in Minecraft he creates servers for people. So
Awesome.
That's cool.
commission him to like make their hub for their server, and it's all badass looking and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So
Hey,
That's sick.
everyone's finding their little.
From the Draven head that you have, how long do you think it'll take you to make the body and everything pieced together?
I won't be making the body for him. Pretty much like one of my spots that I need practice on is just making faces and heads, because like when you do a full 50-70 hour project, you only get to do one head. So it's like it's one of those things where like the rest of like my armor sculpting and all that stuff's beyond what my face sculpting potential and stuff is. So I'm just going to be sculpting a series of heads, and then I'm just going to give them away to my subs. So
Are you going to give head to your subs? Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna give head to my subs. Draven head. So
There we go.
after
You heard it here
after-
first.
You heard it here
after
first.
I
yeah.
finish his head, I think someone came up with a good idea to just create some sort of a ward body, just something small,
Oh,
so
like
that way,
Draven Ward.
yeah,
That's
just a
cool.
little, and then I'd move on to another character and just practice sculpting the faces. So
You can just make a bunch of character wards, like the
Yeah.
the character wards that Riot never made.
yeah, I know.
Make a Vel'Koz ward.
They made that Draven one. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably be only practicing the humanoid heads.
Oh.
But right now, I'm working on this Nocturne project, which is pretty awesome. I guess I'll show you guys.
A to Z head marathon.
Oh damn! That Nocturne looked pretty
That
legit.
is sick.
That is pretty sweet. So how much does one of those things run you?
I'll give you a whole dollar.
Like in material costs, or if you were to order one?
If I was to order that, right?
My average quote price is like between $500 and $1,000. So
Okay.
something
That's-
like that would be
That's worth.
like middle of that range. It wouldn't be. It would
It's like
be
$20.
high end. Yeah. So usually like $5.
That's
doll
I mean
hair.
that's reasonable.
$5
I think
hairs.
we can do that.
I do collect doll hairs, so I need more.
Well, we
Where's
gotta-
Freak at when you need him? That
in
was, that
the,
was
in the very
legit.
last
Tons of damage.
question of the day. Why do you have so many mods?
Why do I have so many mods?
I think that was asked by one of your
Viper's just
mods.
trolling me.
Was
Yeah.
that asked by one of your mods?
I guess I'll answer it though, since he asked it. It's because my type of stream encumbers a lot of questions. So we get a lot of new people that are asking a lot of questions, and having a lot of mods to help me answer them is really good. Because when you go watch somebody that's playing a game, you pretty much know what the game is and know what's going on. So there's really not a lot of questions involved. When they come to my stream, they're like, "Whoa, how'd you do that? What material you use? How much does it cost?" It's just like nonstop questions.
Yep.
And even though there's an FAQ, just that doesn't ever get read. So
No one
have
reads the
it-
FAQ. The
I'd rather have
manual's
too
for
many
yellow
mods
bellies.
than not enough mods in my chat. So
The manual's for yellow bellies. Well,
Killer.
appreciate you again, Chris. It was really fun. We had a great time. And everyone go follow Chris. Follow Beyond the Meta. But other than that, coming from me and everyone else here on the show,
Yes.
see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. And we will see you next week, same time, Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific. So we'll see y'all later.